Okay guys, in this section we are going to do a couple of things, hopefully 3 or 4 or 5 things. One of which was I was going to cut the fruit. This is the bed material, but I was going to cut the watermelon and put it on here. Hopefully I didn't lose that little tiny piece of watermelon. No, I did not. So here's the watermelon down here. Yes, that itty bitty tiny piece of this is watermelon. So hopefully this isn't too blurry, but it has to be cut into slices. Hopefully you can see that and it's not too blurry. It's a little blurry. Let me back off just a smidge. So these are just little, and I'll hold it up there so that you can see once it's done how tiny this is. So I think I'm just going to do 4, and then I have another little small build. Remember the kitchen build I won? So I'll put a couple of small slices in that one. So I'll save that for later. And these guys go on the cutting board. And then I'm going to glue the cutting board next to the sink. Dollar Tree tweezers. So these will just go on here. And hopefully that will stay upright. That goes there. There. And there. So this is the watermelon that goes on the sink. And the sink is here, so I'm going to glue that down right there. And that'll work to hold that down. So there's that. And I gotta find knobs, because when I can unzoom this now, when I was doing when I knocked that bowl of the words will come, when I knocked that bowl of, or little box of goodies down, I lost the little stove knobs. But fortunately for me, I have lots of things that I can use otherwise. Now this, I want to put on the, it's hard to see, but this is a little hinge. And I'm going to put that on that window going outside so that it looks like a door that you could open. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I was hoping to find 4 little tiny seed beads, all the same color in there, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to have to dig into something else. Let me find my beads. I know I have tons of them. But what I really want are, they're really small seed beads. Or something that'll work for a handle or a stove knob. And like I said, I have them. I just can never remember where I put them. faucets, hinges. So I gotta look in a different spot. Hinges. But I'll find them, guys. In the meanwhile, I may need a different faucet for the shower. But I had some other little decorations I could have used for the faucets. I just don't know right now where I put my box of beads. So I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. I found them. I'm going to put this lime slices in with my bead box just in case I lose it. Haven't figured out yet. I know it's supposed to go in this build, but okay, so here are my little eensy weensy tiny itty bitty knobs, and I need 3. I need 5. So there's 3, 4, 5. Now let's see if I can manage not to lose those. And then that foam I think might be too big for this build, but it'll be good for my 50s style house that I'm building. So alright, now I'm going to get these on there before I lose them or they roll away. And I got to dig them out again. So I had Q-tips up here, not Q-tips, toothpicks here somewhere. And I seem to have misplaced them, but I'll get something else that I can use to put those itty bitty eensy weensy tiny whiny little bitty knobs on that. This might work. On here, this should be dry. Oops, I should be able to. Yes, this will pick them up. Then I can set them on. That will work. Whew. Okay, so I still need something small. This might work. I need something a little more precision. Well, maybe that'll work after all. Those might be too big yet. I know they're hard to see, guys. Let's see. Whoa, stay up there. I don't know if I can get 2 of these side by side or not. Right? Stay there. Ooh, there we go. Barely. I mean, they'll work, but they should have been smaller. If you can imagine, they should have been smaller. Okay, so now I'm going to do the ones on the cabinets themselves. 1, 2, 3. That's some little work there. I'm just going to kind of drop that on. Yes, it stayed. Drop that on, and yes, it stayed. And drop that on. Do you believe it? Ooh, I'm living right. That is so tiny. Look at this, guys. Tiny. Alright, so I'm going to set those aside to dry. And I'm hoping by now we can get the handle. I got another little sneaky thing I'm going to do here too. Okay. This handle, like I said, I want to put hopefully you can see this. I'm going to put a dot of glue right here. And then I'm going to take the tweezers well, I'm going to take this little doorknob or door handle. Actually, it's a drawer. A 1/12 scale drawer handle, but I'm going to put it right there. Oh, rats. Well, this is going to take some surgeon-like hands. Come on. Okay. We'll try this again with a different pair of tweezers. And I really hope that's going to stay glued. But I don't know if you can see this. There it is. Whoops, sorry guys. You see the doorknob or the door handle here? So that'll indicate that you could actually open that door and go outside, because my next thing that I'm going to be doing is sliding in a balcony. I don't know if you can see it, but you will, because I'm going to put stuff on it and decorate it, and I'm going to put plants on it. So it'll look like you can go outside and water. Oops, sorry. It'll look like you can go outside and water the plants that'll be in that section, but I got to let that dry. And I think I'd like to try and put one more little dollop of glue on there to make sure it's going to stay where I want it. I don't want too much glue, but I definitely want enough to make sure that's going to stay. Another little dollop there. Hopefully that'll do it. All right, there's another thing we're going to let dry. But while we're letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do a hardwood floor? Do I want to do a tiled floor? How do I want this to look? Because it's going to be outside. This will be outside. So maybe I'll make it look, I'll paint it gray so that it resembles concrete. That's what I'll do. It'll look like concrete. See if I need to stir this up. Nope. So this is going to be my concrete porch. Balcony. It's a balcony is the word I'm trying to. And since it is a balcony, it will need a set of rails going around the edge here. So we'll have to put that on. Which is interesting because I'll have to do it from the side because it's already been painted. You know what I mean? Or glued. I've already glued it on there. So I'm going to have to do it with kit gloves with tweezers, and you can see this will slide in here. Yeah, and I'll need to put the railing on this outside edge towards the street. So I may have to take that back off, which is no problem. So, all right, guys, let me go figure this part out while the paint's drying. And when we come back, I'll see if enough of the stuff has dried glue-wise, and we can go in and start putting things together. All right, guys, thanks for watching.